between Jack Nicklaus and Tom Watson, the private contest that decided the title. The greatest open, some people regard that as, and Jack and Tom got together to relive a few memories earlier this week.
Well, Tom, we were 65 the third round, got tied going to the last round, and
with a thunderstorm.
With a thunderstorm. We sat down on the rocks and sort of sitting there. There's some great pictures of us sitting down there. And we got around to the 15th hole, and we had a good match back and forth. Obviously, you were playing well, I was playing well. We both were sort of running away from the field, and I had you by a shot going to 15 when this little short putt you had here came up. Tell me a little bit about it.
It was in my range. It was definitely in my range. It was a putt from off the green. I hit a 4-iron that just clipped the top of the bunker, just past it, and popped up on top. So I elected to use the Texas wedge from off the green, and it was from about 50 to 60 feet, and I ran it down the hill, and look what happened. As Henry Longworth should say, oh dear.
I said, oh dear. I was inside you, but I didn't really have a realistic birdie putt, but I was inside. And of course, that made us even going to 16. Then we tied 16.
Right.
And going down the 17th hole, we both hit good tee shots there. And you played first to the green, which you played a beautiful, beautiful second shot here.
Well, I played it slightly off the upslope, and it was with a 3-iron. I made a good swing. I caught it dead flush, and it came down a little bit right of the hole and rolled up behind the hole. Here's the shot right here. You can see your ball just in front of my ball.
That was the days I could hit it by you.
Oh man, you were long.
Now it's the other way around. I'm back here playing first. But you made a beautiful swing there. And that pin was in a tough position in the back right.
It was in the back right. And
yeah, it's tough to get to with the right to left wind.
I did not want to miss it to the right at all, and start off a little bit to the right. I was hoping it'd get a straight kick, which it did. And as you see it right there, it rolled back. That looks a little bit shorter than it actually was. That was about a 25-foot putt there.
Well, you put the pressure on me, and you forced me to try to throw the ball into the hole. And I was trying to play a cut shot here, and I took it back a little bit too far inside. And I obviously caught it fat. And I left the ball to the right of the green short. And that was a 4-iron shot, and I left myself with a pretty tough little shot. I had a very tough shot. Very skinny lie. And but you were in there close, and I had to try to figure out some way to get in, and I couldn't pitch the ball. So I had to play sort of a little bump and run here. And
this was a typical British Open shot right here. This is a Scottish shot. This is a links golf shot right here, where normally in America you take a sand wedge and you flop it up there. Here was just a kind of a little bit of a punch, and it rolls up through two little knobs, and I thought it might go in the hole, and rolled about 4 or 5 feet by the hole.
It was a good shot. I was obviously very happy with it at that point, and the way we were both putting.
I was trying to make this putt,
sure.
But I wasn't trying to go too far by. I really didn't have a good read on the putt. I didn't honestly know exactly how much it.
You weren't sure what it was going to do.
But I was just trying to get it down there with the right speed, and got down there about a foot from the hole, and waited for you to make your putt.
Well, I thought I would make it, and I've been very confident with my putter all week, and I stood over the ball, and as you'll see here, I hit the ball too hard with my stroke. I probably jabbed it a little bit, and I hit it right through the line. I didn't take the break that your ball took, and obviously that put me in a bad position as it relates to the rest of the tournament. You'll see with this stroke here that I think it's a little quicker than it should be, and probably hit it.
Of course, there's nothing on the line here.
No, there wasn't anything on the line anyway. It's a little hard through the line. Yeah. I played it to go left to right, and I thought I hit a pretty good putt, but it was just a little bit too firm.
And then we get up to the 18th hole, and I hit first with a 1-iron off the tee. I put it a little bit too close to the bunkers, but it got by the left bunkers. And I was surprised, really, that you hit driver off that tee. I really didn't. I thought that it would be a wiser shot to put a 3-wood to the tee.
Well, I played the 1-iron all week, and then, of course, here's your second shot right here.
I played a 7-iron for my second shot, and I remember how far it was. It was 178 yards. It obviously was a little bit downwind. But I was pumped up, and I hit the ball right very close. I had watched, I'd come over before I played my shot to look at your lie, because I didn't know whether your ball had actually gone into the course. And actually, right there, as you can see, you're about 6 inches from going into the course. And what a swing that you took there.
I mean, if you try to make that today, I'd break my back. But you see the grass come out of there?
I mean, how could, there's no way. Our club, we'd break our hands going through the grass like that today.
Anyway, the ball came up on the edge of the green, but, you're up so close to the hole, it looks like the golf tournament's over, and for all practical purposes it is. And
as I was walking up there, my caddy, Alfie Fowle, said, "You've got him now, mister." And I said, "No, I don't. I have to expect Mr. Nicklaus to make this putt." And as we walked up, Alfie was knocked down. I remember Alf was knocked down, and he broke his watch.
oh my gosh.
In that crowd there. But here you are with your final putt, 77.
Well, Alfie could get a new watch after you winning, but look at the crowd. I mean, it was a match that had to end that way. I mean, for 2 days, the last 2 days, the two of us played terrific golf. I played as well as I could play. You just played one shot better. And that's what I said. I said, you know, I didn't lose the British Open. Tom won it. And that was, I think that was one of the great matches of all time, one of the most enjoyable matches. And there you are tapping in your putt, and you aren't very excited, are you?
Yeah, I'll tell you, that was one of my greatest thrills in golf right there. So we walked off the green. I'll never forget what you said. You said, "I gave you my best shot, but it wasn't good enough." And after that British Open, I told myself very simply that maybe I can play with the big boys now.
Well, if I was one of the big boys, you sure played with him here.
You certainly.